All right. Are we ready, ladies? Are we
Ready.
ready?
Yes, sir.
Are we ready?
Hmm.
I know we don't have the headphones on, so you can't
It
hear the
feels
claps
weird.
for the
It's weird,
audiences, right? But don't you feel better to having your ears naked?
No.
No?
No, I like the headphones.
Yeah.
Do you want to wear the
I think
headphones?
it's just because it's weird. It's just
Okay.
different.
You
Yeah.
want to give it a try? You want to give this a try?
Let's give it a try, I guess.
You know, because we won't have headphones next Saturday.
It's next Saturday. Oh, you're right. Okay.
This coming Saturday, yes. And we have to talk about after we're done recording this episode of the Cultured Misfits podcast. I am, yeah, it's been that
Who
long.
are you?
I am Brandon, aka djsilk, and to the left of me,
We have me, Jazzy.
and to the right of me.
Rell.
Oh my gosh, yo!
Yeah.
Like this is a new season, right? Because we done had a long ass break, so
For real.
I think it's season 5. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to the episode numbering. I stopped numbering them. I just, if one of y'all want to go back and figure it out, I
One
don't
day I
know.
will.
You know, but ladies, how does it feel to be back?
Oh man, it's like a long vacation. I feel like I'm still on it
I
Really?
missed y'all
a little
though.
bit.
Did you miss did you miss this?
Of course.
Are you?
That's why we're here.
I don't
missed you
believe
guys.
Yo, that text you said yesterday, man, it's rain, man. I was like, I'm like, all right, let's just go ahead. Let's just.
Cause it was raining, pouring. I'm like, I don't want to be out in this rain.
Right.
Ugh.
No, I had.
And then Rell got to drive far. I don't want to do that.
Yo, Rell was like, I'm down with whatever.
You
She's
were,
ride or
though.
die.
I was
was.
actually mad at y'all because I'm like, oh my god.
Why didn't you say something?
Because it wasn't raining down my way, but if it was raining up here,
Oh, yeah, because you do live in a whole different
Dude.
weather system.
For real.
I need your zip code so I can put it in my Apple Weather so I can make sure you're cool because it could have been the other way around. So
it's okay.
no, but actually yesterday was the day I needed. Like, this is the day I didn't go anywhere. I didn't have to do anything I didn't want to do.
Yeah,
It was
I
just
was in
Good day.
bed all day. And then I had a Red Bull and I started cleaning the whole house.
That's also good.
Yeah, I was zoom, zoom, zoom,
Not the Red
everywhere.
Bull
I was
part.
on the Red Bull. It gave me wings, okay? He gives me wings. It's probably a little cocaine in there for all I know. I don't know, but I cleaned everything.
It did what it had to
It
do.
did what it had to do,
Oh,
okay?
my goodness.
I felt accomplished.
Good.
Well, man, I guess it's going to be a Memeology episode, but I feel like the bulk of it is just going to be us just kind of catching shit up because, I mean, you've been off the continent.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz has been, where have you been, Jazz? Wait.
All over.
I've been nosy though. She be posting. I'm like, where are you? Where you going?
No, here and there. Yeah.
Really? Where have you been, Jazz?
Yo, man, I had like the PO's birthday. I had my guy's birthday. Then I went away. And then what else did I do? Went to Dorney Park. Then we had a Night Nation run, which I did last weekend in Philly. So that was really fun. Neon color paint, everything. We all drinking. I rode the bull for the first time at Xfinity Live.
Oh, really? How'd that go?
Yo, okay, listen. So I had an energy drink and vodka because that's my go-to.
Okay.
So I'm on the bull doing my thing, and then I was like, oh man, I'm about to get dizzy. Let me get off. So I go to my friend and I was like, yo, how long was I on there? Like 10 seconds, right? She was like, girl, you're on there for 30 seconds. I'm like, yes.
Oh, shit.
I was like, word, because she recorded and it was a 30-second video. And I
Oh,
was
wow.
like, word. I felt like I was on there for like not even 10 seconds. But
Wow.
I was like, yeah, I finally did the bull and I was hype and I was ready. And did I run? Maybe jogged for like a minute and then I was walking and hanging out around everything. And each part had a different DJ there's certain parts of the run where you have DJs and then they're like have bubbles all over, lights all over. And it was just such a great time. Then when you're finished, it's the big party with the big stage and the main DJ and he's just playing all the hits and it was such a good time. I had
That
such a
does
great
sound
time.
fun,
But I
yeah.
was so sore the next day.
From all that walking?
No, I was dancing more than anything. Like from all that energy drink that I had. Oh my gosh.
Man, I'm going to need you to slow down on those energy drinks because
Listen.
they fuck your kidneys up.
Well, I don't have them all the time.
I don't know, but we just had 2 mentions in the last 5
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah, yesterday. And then last week. I
What
only
did
have,
your
like,
daughter
one.
get you for Mother's Day?
She got me 6 Red Bull.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
the yellow one.
I'm
The
just
yellow
saying.
ones,
Yeah,
yes,
I'm
I
saying.
love those.
I'm
But
just saying.
I do keep in mind, like they last me a while though, because I don't drink them all the time. I only drink it like one on the weekend if I have like a lot of shit to do.
Okay.
Then I'm like, all right, if I gotta clean the whole house and then run errands. Oh yeah, I'm taking a Red Bull.
I'm going to teach you some breathing exercises that will give you the same energy rush that no, seriously.
Sure.
Box breathing, it works. Cuz when I'm working and I'm tired
Granted,
I
that shit
do
don't
it,
work
and
for
it
me.
gets me going. It does.
You're
More
a weird
oxygen.
creature.
Not the creature, though.
Okay.
God,
You're
why
a
can't I
weird
just be a
one.
different?
Just
I
drink
can be a
Red Bull.
different human.
I'll just stick to my Red Bull and call it a day.
All
If
right.
necessary.
All right.
Because other than that, I'll be in bed.
So you ran. You
Went to Dorney Park, went to St. Thomas.
What did you do for your guy's birthday?
We went to DC. So
Okay.
I took him to the Air Space Museum.
The Smithsonian.
Yes, that.
Okay.
Took him there. We stayed at an Airbnb there. Then we did some like virtual escape room type stuff that they had. We were only there for like 2 days. So, and then I got him like a nice little cake, took him out to dinner. So we had like a nice little weekend getaway.
Okay.
That was
Staycation.
fun.
That's always nice.
Yeah. Trying to think what else. For my daughter's birthday, we went to Dorney Park for the day. Got her hair done. She wanted braids with pink and purple all over the
that
place.
was cute.
So I got her hair done and got her some jewelry, got her nails done, all girly stuff. And I was like, where you want to go, P.O.? She's like, Applebee's. I'm like,
So
off
easy.
to Applebee's we go for dinner.
You can have anything you want.
Anything you want, girl. She said Applebee's. All right. That's what you want. That's what you get.
That is so lovely.
Yeah. Mother's Day was cool.
We did Mother's Day. Come
I know,
on, we
that's too far back. Sorry.
Yeah, we already had a whole
I'm trying to
episode,
think.
man.
There's a lot.
Yeah, and more will come out because it's conversational, man. This is conversational.
And it's her. She's gonna remember at the
Yeah,
end of the
at the random
episode
thing,
and be
yeah,
like,
in the
"Oh
middle."
yeah."
Exactly.
So how was your month?
So it was very interesting.
Mhm.
So first, I want to. I think we're gonna dedicate this episode to the guy who taught me how to DJ Art Money, who passed away a couple weeks ago. I know it's all, but he was really sick. Like he had no quality of life. So that happened, and it's funny, right? Because he's been sick for a long time, and I dreaded calling or texting because I was always afraid when he didn't answer. I'm like, this is it. This is it. But I learned through Facebook, like early in the morning, like, let me see what people are doing. And one of our mutual friends was like, man, we lost the real one. Because Black people, we can't just come out and say shit like, oh man, such and such lost. We lost the real one. I'm like, oh, here we go. So he had a nice tribute. So there was that. I went a whole week, the hottest week of the year, with no HVAC.
Oh my God. Why?
I just got this shit working Friday.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Well, I have AC in here and I have AC in my room. So I'm comfortable. I wish I didn't live in the hood, and so because I can't leave my windows open. Because actually it was when I had my windows open, it was comfortable. It's just when I got home, I had to open the windows up and let the house air out. But got that taken care of. I went to the beach.
I know. I saw
Twice.
How was that?
Twice,
man. And yo, niggas. Look, and white people, when I say it like that, it's nothing good. This is not an endearment message.
Tone
The
went deep.
tone. Yo, we have to stop being so creepy. Yo.
What happened?
All right, so the first time I went, it's like a date, whatever. We go. And, we're chilling, catching all the vitamin D. Oh, it was amazing. It was like a perfect day. And there's this guy who's just standing near the water, like up on the hill, because you know how it's
Slopes down.
slopes down. He's standing there for like 45 minutes with like he's Superman, standing on top of the mountain with his arm.
hands like this
Yeah.
and everything.
With the ball. Like, I'm like, is he letting the air go through his balls? Now, I understand. That feels great. That feels,
But
feels
face the
really good.
beach.
He's facing the beach. He's he's looking at the water. So, she and I are cracking up because it's like, this nigga, like, he's been standing there posing for 45 minutes. So eventually I'm like, yo, let's go swim. So we go down, and as soon as we get to the water, here he comes. He comes down to the water, and he has his feet in. And so we're swimming and, having a good time, frolicking and just having an experience. And we get out, and she's walking ahead of me. And by this time, he's moved closer to where he was doing the Superman. And she's not paying him any mind. And he's like, yo, so how's the water? She said, what? Huh? How was the water? She was like, it was fine. Like, but he was in the water. Like, nigga, you were just
You're
in the water.
You tell me.
Right. So she cracked up. She was like, yo, that's what he came out with. So it's like creepy. Like, dude, she wasn't paying you no mind. She never made eye contact. Like, just look, enjoy the view,
and keep it
pushing. Because it was clear we were there together, right? He's lucky I'm not one of those like, you can't be disrespecting me, you know, type of
Yeah.
people. I thought it was funny, especially the way she kind of just like, yeah, it was fine, like, nigga, like, and what? But you know, these guys are walking around. They're trying to look at everybody. Like, just be on the beach. Like, you're making it uncomfortable. There were these two girls that were like way off in the cut. Like, clearly they did not want to be seen. Like, they wanted to just have their space.
Mm-hmm.
This one guy, he was a white guy. He kept making laps around them, like just these long, these wide circle laps.
In the water?
No, they're far back. Like, they are not. They were
So
on the
are
other
they
side
at
of the
beach,
dunes.
or they're on the okay, so
Yeah.
they're not in the water.
They're not
Yeah,
in the
he was
water.
like walking on the beach to
Oh,
look
okay.
at them.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, but so far, like, they were obviously away. Like, I would never, and there's no reason for him to walk back there. It's not like, oh, it's on your way to the water. It's,
You're going out your way.
yes,
Got
you're
it.
walking and you're looking. So, like, eventually one of the girls put her clothes back on. She was like, man, this is too much. And then he stopped. Then she took her clothes off and he started doing the circles again, right? I'm like, these people are just whack. So then the second time I go with my other friend, and there was this girl, lady, I should say.
Mhm.
She shows up. She's like near us. She goes down to the water after she puts her shit down with her bathing suit on. But when she comes back, she has her titties, her titties out, but like didn't take her top off. So I'm like, oh, maybe she's not all that comfortable, whatever. But then she takes everything off and she starts to lay out. Cool. Yo, this dude, like 5 minutes, he comes. He walks and he's holding his towel. It looks like he stole his towel from the hotel. First of all, right? No, he was covering his shit, Jazz. He was covering his shit, right? So he's walking. He's looking crazy with the towel. Now, if her head is 12 o'clock, her feet are 6 o'clock. He sits down at like 4 o'clock, and he puts his towel down. He's just sitting there. She doesn't even see him because she's asleep by now. And this dude is like rubbing his chin, like,
Ew.
yeah, right. So now I'm like, should I say something? Because he was younger. Like, dude, you're doing way too much. So he sits there for like 5 minutes and he's just watching.
Do you think they even realize that they're doing it?
I think they do, and I just don't think they care. I think like we've been like so many of us have been taught to be predators. Like, she's the prey, I'm the
Or
you
like
know,
maybe
prey.
because they do it so often in general and it wouldn't bother nobody, but because you're naked, it looks creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz, it would have looked creepy if she had a nun's
Oh.
uniform on. I mean, just the rubbing in the face, and he's just
Yeah.
sitting there and he's looking, and I'm like, all right, what's he gonna do? So then after like 5 minutes, he gets up and he walks over and he like, excuse me, and he says something. She's like, yo, I'm just here to chill. I'm just here to chill. And she keeps saying it. He keeps saying stuff. Then he's like, yo, you mind if I sit there? And she's like, I'm really just here to chill. So then he puts his blanket down and he's sitting there. Now he's at 1 o'clock. And so she's just like, all right, whatever. He waits a couple minutes. Then he gets up. He walks away. Well, actually, he goes back to his original position. Then he walks away. Then 3 minutes later, his boy comes over. Does the exact same thing. I'm like, yo, this shit is so bugged out. Like, you're taking a otherwise cool environment and making it very toxic and predatory. And I'm going to need for us to stop acting that way. You can get so much further if you're just cool, be yourself, and give people space.
Yeah, because people are friendly after they've done like got in the water, laid out. That's when everyone starts talking like, oh, where are you from? And
Yeah, right.
and they could just not be creepy and just go up and talk to, because that's what people do. After a while, they
Yeah.
start walking around and talking to people. So why didn't you just go and talk to her instead of sitting there and watching her and being creepy?
It was very creepy. But the creepiest part
It's creepier.
it's always something creepier. So there was a guy, black gentleman guy, probably future Brandon. He looked like, like he's in his 50s, 60s.
He said future.
And
Right.
he's walking around the beach. This motherfucker is crazy social, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has red swim trunks on.
Trunks or Speedos?
Trunks.
Okay.
He has trunks on. They look like from the 70s, but they trunks.
The short ones.
Yeah, with
Okay.
right.
All right.
He approaches a girl, like, I'm kind of in and out of sleep. I hear him. When I saw him the first time, his trunks were on, as they should be on. When I hear him talking to her, his trunks are on, but he has positioned it so his dick is out. And he's talking to her. Like, he has a piercing. His frenulum is pierced. I'm like, I shouldn't know all this.
His whole dick is out?
He put his shorts to the side so that his dick is hanging like on
Through
the
the
left.
shorts?
Through the shorts on the
Oh,
left. But
Lord.
clearly, and he's standing up and she's laying down, so she's looking up
And
at
all she
him and his
sees is
dick.
that.
And I'm like, why? Take your shorts off. Like, if you want to have your dick out, take your
them-
shorts
you're
off.
right.
This looks super creepy. And he's just talking, and I haven't seen you in a while. And she's like, yeah, you know, blah, blah.
Get your dick out my face.
Facts.
I'm just, and I'm upset. And my friend, she's laughing. She's like, yo,
You
these
need to
guys
do
are so
an
weird.
etiquette class.
Right.
Yo, for real.
You really need to do an etiquette class on how to be at
There
an
you go.
optional beach
Mhm.
because
Just in general, because I really do feel like, even with those two experiences, having conversations with both of those ladies, they each had stories to tell about trauma that they went through with guys that they were dating. That did just, and I'm like, well, that's why women are so fucked up, because most y'all have stories about some toxic, abusive
Mhm.
situation from
Mhm.
people that happened at the hands of people you should have been able to trust.
yeah.
So, but yeah, man, that's a great idea. Like a clothing optional swingers club, single male etiquette course. Like, this is how you behave. Because I'm still traumatized about you getting touched at the club.
Mm.
I'm
Yeah.
still upset about that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Even though it was just a little,
it was a little
Still.
graze.
it was a little graze.
He grazed,
And I'm like, no, I'm
man.
good, thank you.
Because that was supposed to turn you all the way on, Jazz. You were supposed to grab him up and take him in the
Oh
back.
my god,
and
you
just-
touched me. Where are you?
right.
Please.
Oh my gosh. So there was that. You know, there's some graduation parties that were really dope. You know, Soul School is now on on Baltimore.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, we just popping along.
Yeah.
You know.
Nice. Nice.
So now we get to hear about Rell's adventures in white people land.
Don't do it. First of all, I would like for everyone to say hello.
You got a new phone?
What? No, hold on. Yo, for real?
Oh my goodness.
So that was the first thing.
Did you get that specifically for the trip?
Not really. I was.
Where you just kept getting made fun of and you're like, F it.
That wasn't like my charge. It wasn't holding charge, and I'm like, I
Oh.
can't travel without a good phone. So you know,
So what did you
Better
get?
camera.
Is
a
that
14 Pro.
okay?
Yeah.
You couldn't. It's a shame you couldn't have just held out for the 15 that's about to hit. But
In September.
Be
yeah.
quiet.
I'm just saying. But I'm so happy for you. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank
'Cause
you.
Right. 'Cause
How's your
we-
camera? How's
It's
the
nice.
video? It's so much better, isn't
It's
it?
the same.
No, it's not.
I was
No.
really good with my other camera.
No.
Thank you.
No, because you
How
have to
dare
go
you.
into the settings and turn on the 4K in that. I didn't realize that all these years. I just thought the camera came out the box all high resolution. I
No,
had
you
no
have to change
No,
idea.
you gotta change
Mhm.
it.
I didn't, huh?
You have to change it.
I had no idea. Now I'm like 4K, 60 frames.
Yup.
Like this is fresh.
But it was nice. So I went to the UK, visited family, and spent most of my time in London. So I got to try nice eats. and
Yes,
go to
girl. I saw all the
places.
foods, all the
Yeah.
bars. I was like, dang, I'm on the trip with her too. Where are we going next, Rell? Loved it.
So I went to the UK, Belgium, Germany, and the Netherlands, and I enjoyed my whole time. I
What was your favorite
relaxed.
spot? First,
Mm.
favorite country first. If you had to move, if the United States fails and it's
Oh,
like
Jesus.
we gotta relocate. Where is Rell relocating out of those places that you
None of
visited?
them.
The Netherlands and why?
None of them.
None of them. No,
No.
come
I
on, don't
have
play
to
that game.
choose?
Don't come on. Yes, you have to choose. What's the point? For you talk about you were in Europe and then you're like, I'd move back
Yeah,
to
if you
Trinidad.
had to choose, which one
Yeah.
would
If
you
I
go?
had to choose, probably the Netherlands. I stayed in Amsterdam and I had a good time in Amsterdam.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Was you there,
Did you
Rell?
do anything in
Was she there,
Amsterdam?
Rell, or were you like, I can't talk about it on the podcast, Rell?
No, I was with my sisters. So I would really like to do this trip over, but like with my girls or like in a
Mhm.
group trip because I feel like I couldn't move like how I wanted to with my sisters.
So no
Yeah.
international love affairs.
No.
Damn,
Word?
that would have been fun.
No.
That's disappointing, man.
It was a sister's trip.
So
You
what?
want my
enjoyed
little
that
sister.
there.
Y'all can't be
How
wilding
old
out
is
and having
she?
a good time.
It doesn't matter how old they are. They're still my little sisters.
Oh my gosh, they probably the ones that's
They're
like,
probably we with mom over here.
I know, messing up
Can't
their
do
nuts.
nothing.
They ain't
Yeah,
getting no
right.
trim because
no,
of you.
nothing. Don't drink that.
No, not even.
It's like,
Keep your drinks covered.
you gave
But
you a
it's-
gummy. Don't do it.
It's different when you're traveling like solo with like with just
Yeah.
few girls. So like, you know, we did drink, and like in Belgium is known for their beers. They have a lot of beers. So we went to one bar and they have like the Guinness World Records for having the most beers. I think it's like over 150 beers like there on tap.
On tap, okay.
So we did like a flight, and I think that was my favorite thing. Also in Belgium, we did a chocolate making class. That was really, really
Nice.
cool. So I think Netherlands for like the nightlife, the bars, there's so many different type of foods to try. But for things to do, I think I like Belgium the
Okay.
most. Yeah.
Huh.
Does the chocolate taste different over there?
It tastes just fresher. Still tastes like chocolate, but there's a lot of it. There's chocolate everywhere. When we were in Germany, we went to the Lindt chocolate factory.
Yeah.
That was cool just to see the whole chocolate making process. Because at the chocolate making class in Belgium, they talked about it, and then you made like a bar of chocolate, truffles, and then some like freehand things. But at the Lindt chocolate factory, you saw the whole process. Like, these are the ingredients, and these are the machines we use, and then you got to try or taste test it through the different processes. So it was nice. It was a good trip.
Okay.
I like that.
That is funny. That's did you have any like misadventures, any mishaps? Did like anything go wrong? Like
no, but when you're with your sisters for a long period of time, it was 3 weeks. You guys,
Bump
go back and
heads here and
forth,
there.
and but
Normal.
who got
No.
collared up? Who did you collar up, Rell?
nobody. We're past that. We don't put our hands on each other anymore.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
all right.
So, other than that, no mishaps. There was one mishap.
you.
So if you're traveling in the summertime, just know that's when everyone else in Europe is traveling. So I had like an itinerary, and we planned to leave that Sunday, but the trains were all booked. Some trains, if most like direct train rides, you have to reserve a seat. And I did it last minute, so we couldn't leave on Sunday. We had to leave on Tuesday, so we lost
A day.
2 travel days. Yeah. So that would just be a tip. Just make sure that you book your train tickets beforehand.
Okay. Catch flights, not feelings. We'll catch trains.
Yeah.
Okay. So you had that was a mishap. Well, did you see anyone over there that if you weren't there with your family, you would have been like, "What's up?"
Oh yeah,
How
they
you
were
doing?
good looking people.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
In Amsterdam, we walked through the red light district.
Oh shit.
So my little sister, she doesn't like that kind of stuff. So it was like a quick walkthrough because she was like, I didn't even want to walk down here. You know how I feel about this. But it was definitely like one and done. I don't need to go there again. It's like really creepy.
Really, the women in the
Yeah.
windows.
Yeah.
Were they attractive though, or was it just like your standard
Some were.
issue?
It was just like it's you have from young to old, from like I won't say all walks of life, but there's diversity but like in the age.
Okay.
And it was just shocking. And it's just like they're all there. You can walk, like, it's just weird.
Did they have the prices on the window, or
I didn't stay that long, and I didn't get to look.
Man, I feel disappointed.
that.
Like this is an opportunity because
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
We can do
in
a
going.
trip.
Yeah, I don't know if I really want to go. Like, I don't have a desire to go to Europe unless I'm spinning. Like, if I'm on tour, but like, just I don't ever see footage or anything like that. And I'm like, man, I gotta fucking see that. It's
Yeah.
kind of just like, it just seems old and cold.
Yeah,
and
it's only sightseeing. Like, even after going, I'm like, yeah, now I need a beach. Like, I'm not going to Europe for a while unless it's like Greece. Well, I've already been to Greece, so I'm not. But if I can go to the south of France and go to the beaches there, or Croatia.
Yeah.
So if I go back to Europe, that's what it would be for.
Yeah, I don't
Everything
know.
else is just historic.
But now I think about it, I probably would go and have a blast.
You would have a good time, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just, you know.
Nightlife is good. Food is good. All that. The people are nice. Have a good time.
How did they smell? No, I'm kidding. Well, I mean, they don't use,
I didn't smell any. Well, I take that back.
Yeah, right. That's what I thought.
Yeah, you're right. So when
Yeah.
you take the train, like we took the train a lot, like the metro and stuff like that to get around. Yeah.
Yeah, because they use the perfume and the cologne, like, and it's supposed to mix with your natural body odors to create its own unique scent.
Yeah, they need to stop that.
You still need a shower.
But I will say the thing that threw me off and messed like our sleep up is that it's light for so long, like 11 o'clock at night.
And it's still like,
And it's like, I felt like it was like 7 p.m. here.
wow.
So like it's midnight and I'm like, oh, let's go. It was like, no, take your ass to bed because we got somewhere to go in the morning. So it really threw me off.
Wow.
And then coming back, going back 5 hours, it was hard to adjust to that. So like I slept for like a whole day to try to catch up on my sleep.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh my God, it's so hot. It's so hot. But there's no humidity.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's like at nighttime, it would be like 60 degrees. So it's cold. Like it's cold there. And they're like, it's so hot. I'm like, what the heck? And I have my jacket.
You got your hoodie on. And
Yeah. If you
Mhm.
travel even in the summertime there, and that was, what is this now? That's July, end of June to July. It's like, make sure you bring a jacket.
Yeah, well, they're north. They're pretty high. They're pretty
Yeah.
close to the North Pole.
Yeah,
So
but even when it got to like 75, 80, like because there's no humidity, it's still like it
It's
feels
chilly.
good, right? But
Mhm.
at nighttime when it drops to like 60, 55, it's cold.
it's like Oakland. It's like being in the Bay
Mhm.
Area, kind of. Have you been to the
Mhm.
Bay? Like there's not a lot of humidity, so
Mhm.
like yeah, you're like throughout the day you can go from having shorts and a short sleeve on to
Mhm.
like jeans and a hoodie or whatever.
At
So
nighttime,
I
yeah.
think it's not warm. It's like you don't feel like the warmth of the sun. It's just like all right.
Yeah.
So
And then coming back here with all that humidity, do not recommend.
Spoiled.
Mhm.
aw.
Spoiled without the humidity.
Right.
So you and your sisters,
Mm-hmm.
the three of y'all,
Mhm.
that's it.
Yeah.
And you didn't. We need
No,
to
I
interview
did
them,
not.
man. They be like, man, she wouldn't let us do nothing.
That's not true. They're not going to. My one sister has a man, and my little one is. That's just her.
Traumatized by the red light district. I get it. I get it. But yeah, all right, that is cool. So
Mhm.
I'm happy for you. I'm glad you had that experience.
you. It was
That's
nice.
wonderful.
Word for 3 weeks. That's
Yeah.
a lot.
I know.
I had
well,
fun.
I know. And you, St. Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. Hot as fuck. It was so hot. Naked the whole time. Fuck it.
Yeah. That's what
Went
I need in my life
snorkeling.
next.
Went snorkeling, and then what else happened? Yeah,
You slept.
and then I
Oh,
slept.
yeah,
just
you did
slept.
tell us.
Then
you
I go
remember?
over that?
She's,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
she
the sun
slept.
took you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was done. We were supposed to go scuba diving. That ain't happening.
Mm-hmm.
I felt
I
bad,
remember.
but I was like, listen, it's my health. I need sleep because I ain't making it, bruh.
Yeah, no.
It's like that sometimes.
Yep.
It bees like that.
Anytime you take like a island trip or beach trip, you need like one day of rest, like
Yeah.
doing nothing, or like
I
a
feel
beach
like
day.
I feel like you need more than that. I think. Well, you were only there for what?
4 days.
4 days. See, and that's because 2 of those days basically are travel days. So it's
Yeah.
just
Mm-hmm.
it's hard. But if you can do a week, I feel like every other day should be an activity day.
You're a vacationer.
Right.
I'm a
And
traveler.
he
Yeah.
was trying to kill me. He wanted to do
Mm-mm.
snorkeling. He was like, yeah, and after this, we're supposed to go, what is it? We're supposed to go kayaking. Was it kayaking? I was
Mhm.
like, who going kayaking?
I'm
No,
dead.
I'm a traveler. Like itinerary,
And
activity.
that's great, but I was just like, this is way too much because he's an energy ball. Like he'll do one thing, do another, and I'm just like, I need to recuperate. Like I just had to fight for my life in this water 3 different times.
You better drink some water.
Oh my
You better
God.
get a cold
Hydrate.
towel. It's time to explore.
Yo, I'm so tired. Like I love to explore though. I like to do all that, but for that day itself, I was like, nah, bro, I'm dead. I can't get up. I'm sorry. As much as I would like to go scuba diving, it ain't happening.
Well, I mean, snorkeling you exert a lot of energy.
yes,
though. You
because
really
got the
do.
you got the flip
The
flippers.
fins.
The fins?
The fins are not flippers. They're fins.
I was gonna say fins, but flippers came out. Anyway, I put them bitches on. You got the whole thing, and then you just in there and like yeah, man, you gotta fight for your life in that water.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating. It is the truth.
I went on a 4-day snorkeling tour.
Oh, you got that.
No, because
Living off the boat. Like, it's not that bad.
it's not. You just. Well, I mean, how is your physical fitness, Jazzy? Because I don't hear you
Listen,
talk.
I did my thing, but it was still tiring. And then the
Right.
sun took all of it. And we were drinking.
I was gonna let you live on that because it was your birthday, but I was low key judging you. I'm like, a day of snorkeling and it took you out like that.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
So we're gonna let you live because it's okay. But yes, it does require conditioning, and maybe you just went a little bit too hard, too fast, and that's trying to keep up with your boo. Because if he's a ball of energy, he probably was dove in and was out.
He was out. I was out there. I think we were out there for like 30 minutes. And
That's
I came
30
back
minutes?
in.
Oh, my God.
And then we went to 2 other areas, got back in the water. I was like, I'll be in here for 5 minutes, and then I'll be back up here eating,
But
drinking.
But snorkeling is supposed to be the chill activity.
It is
Like
chill.
you're
It
just
ain't chill.
up on top of the water, looking down, just
Nope.
kind of
Yeah.
like, can you float? You know
Yeah,
how
I
to
could float. I could float. I could swim.
So you should have been like, no, I can't float, Brandon, because then I'd be like, all right, you had to exert more energy just trying to sustain yourself in
No.
this water. But
Oh.
you're supposed to.
Not
It's
a
supposed to
fan.
be so chill, like.
that shit was not chill.
In St. Thomas, did they make you wear life jackets?
Yes.
Oh my
I
God.
hate that.
I know.
When I went to
Because of the
Aruba
insurance.
last, they made us wear life jackets, and they'll get lax on it. But if something happens, like something recently happened, so they made everyone wear their life
Yeah.
jackets, and I hate that. That's the
I
worst.
know.
That's what tires me out if I go snorkeling with a life vest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't need this. Like, I could swim.
Mm-hmm.
But
I know they just
it
get
is
in
what
the
it
way.
was.
Somebody needs to design a slim life jacket for people who actually knows how to swim and comfortable. Like
and pull it if you
it's-
win the strike.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Because I would have no problem just flipping over and just chilling. But then it's like, I would have just
You
been
all up
burnt.
here,
Yeah, I'd be all like uncomfortable.
I
I'm
hate
like, you
that.
know what? That ain't gonna work. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
chill on the boat.
I guess that's why it's good to like just have your own snorkeling gear and to just go out, like
Mhm.
find like not with a real tour, but if you can just find places where you can just do it on your own and not have life jackets and the regulations.
Yeah, I think that would be a little different. Yeah.
Yeah, me. You know what'll
tryna
tire you
die.
out though?
What?
What is what are the things in Mexico? The cenestas,
Cenotes?
cenotes.
Uh-huh.
Yo,
How's that going to tire you
that
out?
will tire you out because it's fresh water. So when you're
It's
used
just a
to
cave.
I know, but I swam in this cenote
Uh-huh.
and like within 5 minutes, I'm like, I'm fucking tired because
Can y'all swim?
I can swim like a fish, but in the ocean,
No, you can't.
in the ocean,
It gives you more buoyancy.
because it's salt
That's
water.
what people who can't swim say.
The cenote, it's like you just like I could feel it. Like I felt energized from all the minerals and things. I really did feel great, but I'm like, I am wiped. I'm washed. Yeah.
Mhm.
When's the last time you swam in a cenote? Have you ever?
Yes. I just told you what it was called.
Yeah, I know, but just because you can tell me what it's called,
I
doesn't
can
mean you
swim in river water. I can
Here we go.
in brackish
Fucking
water.
aqua woman over here.
Yes. Ocean water.
All I'm saying is that I've experienced the fatigue of swimming in the cenote after 5 minutes.
I've been swimming a lot in my life. And how I know, you can ask my cousin DJ, who's been on here. The day we knew that we were strong swimmers, we went to, when we were in Bali, we went on this ride, and all of a sudden, like, the water just got so rough. And the boat, we were going out there, he was going so fast. And it was like, boom, boom. And it was slamming. Like, it hurt so bad. And the water was that rough. I was like, is this safe?
Nope.
And he was like, there's a manatee, jump out, go, go, go. Okay. That water was so rough and it was so dark blue. I was scared for my
Oh.
life, but I did it. And I saw a manatee. It was huge. And that was the day I knew
You could swim.
I could swim.
All I'm saying is freshwater swimming is rough because there's no buoyancy. Your ass will sink. There is no floating like you can in the ocean. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Speaking of oceans,
That's like pool water. Like
I
you
know.
can't swim. Is it harder for you to swim in pool water?
yeah, a little bit.
Really?
But I swim my ass off. Like I am super comfortable in water. In fact, I'm so comfortable it concerns me because I feel like that's how I'm going to be taken out. Because I'm gonna put
Your guards
myself in a
down.
situation that I should have no business in. Like they're like, why that motherfucker get in that body of water? Well, he just thought he could swim that. He thought he could do that. So, I'm the like, if it's a riptide, just swim against the,
Yeah.
I'm that guy. Like,
Just swim against it, no problem.
yeah, swim.
Brayden fucking disappeared.
Yeah, they'd be like, look, he's swimming along the shoreline, but he's being taken out to sea. There he goes. Bye, Brandon. It's been real.
I ran in.
It's been real.
See you later.
Speaking of the ocean, I've been waiting to get this off. Oh, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've been waiting to get this off. It's old news now. We don't even care about it anymore, but I care because I'm still upset about these motherfuckers in that submarine.
Oh.
God.
I am,
You were so mad. You posted stories and everything. Did you do a TikTok too?
He talked about it too.
Yeah.
I am just upset. Listen, I like
He was like, don't feel bad for them.
no, and I feel bad for the 19-year-old. I feel bad for him because he didn't want to go. That was Father's Day pressure. But that is a dumb fucking way to die. $250,000, and in the case of that family, $500,000
Money to
spent
blow.
to die.
Yeah.
To go down and see wreckage, and you have the same experience as if you got on your computer and looked on YouTube and saw the Titanic.
And the submarine that they went in had little to no technology. Like it was like you controlled it by like a Logitech.
Of a
Thing.
video game thing, not even an Xbox controller. You couldn't spring for the PlayStation. You had to use the on sale
Where's
joint
the
too.
250 going towards for all
Well, because of all the technology. I mean, because of the technology to actually build it
and do
itself
it,
and
but yet
actually
you can't
do
get
it.
a good controller.
Well,
you can't get a better location device to find your ass in there.
I did
crazy.
research.
Mhm.
Okay, and apparently for those submersibles, they use game controllers because it is the most intuitive for a regular person.
Mhm.
Because you don't need a pilot. You don't have. You're amateur, so having that is like, oh, it makes sense. So I'm like, all right, I get that. What I don't get is how you can decide that you're gonna just fuck all the decades of experience and technology and be like, you know what, we ain't gonna make our submarine out of steel. We're gonna make it out of carbon fiber, because that's what happened. It's carbon fiber, and the guy decided that since that material was used on space, jets and things like that, it could withstand the pressures of the ocean.
Did he ever take trips prior to this?
Yes.
And it made it and back.
Barely. And so probably what happened is, the nice thing about steel and iron can withstand that over and over and over and over again. Carbon fiber, we don't know how many times it would take before the pressure would get to it. And then so planes, the thing about pressure is there's no pressure the higher you go. So the pressure is on the inside of the cabin. So it's keeping the pressure in. But when you're in the ocean, pressure's coming down on you. Right. So, and that's what happened. They imploded. So it's not that they got lost. I don't even think they made it that far, because after it was all said and done, the Navy was like, oh yeah, around the time they said they went down, we heard an explosion. We just
didn't say shit.
We didn't know. We didn't put two and two together that this was it. Yeah, man. This is why money's not good.
I just remember seeing the diagrams of how deep that they would have to go, and it's the Empire State Building.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it goes in it, and then it goes deeper.
Where a whale can swim. Where
yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I get okay, you have money. So when you have that much money, you're in self-actualization mode, which is now you're just looking and trying to find shit to do to be
Brag
exciting
to
to you. Yeah, just to have to be exciting. So I get that part, but to want to go see the Titanic for what?
Historical.
But you can't even see it. It's not like the sub had windows. You would go down there and look on a video camera in the screen.
Do that up above.
That's what James Cameron said, the director who does all this ocean exploration. He's like, man, you see that shit on YouTube. They've already done it. It's already captured. You're not seeing anything different. So I don't know, man.
Sad.
When I get my money, I'm definitely not getting no damn subs, and I'm not going into space.
No?
Nah, why?
You don't want to visit the space station?
No.
No.
I forget the name of the movie, but the people did a spacewalk, and they got separated from the machine, from their ship, right? And they had, the suits had the little jets things on it, and they were like, we don't have enough fuel to
get back to it.
Yeah, they had enough just to get back to it. And one of the guys was farther away.
Was this Armageddon?
No, it wasn't Armageddon. I forget the name of it, because I'm still, to this day, fucked up over this scene. They did an excellent job on the scene.
Clearly, because you were traumatized.
I was very traumatized, right? But so they're like, we're going to come and get you. Because the guy, he was farther out, but I think his suit was out of fuel. And he was like, no, because if you come get me, you're not going to have enough to get back. And they're like, no, we're coming to get you. So first, one of the guys was like, oh yeah, we have this little gun with a rope on it. They're like, and it just was short. And they're like, we're going to come and get you. And the guy was like, nah, don't do it. And they started to move to him, and he took his helmet off, and his face
just disintegrated.
No, it just froze. It instantly froze, because it's so cold and stuff. Yeah. It was, and I was like, I ain't never going to fucking space. Yo, I'm never going. If that is the result of being out in space, I am never fucking going. If the Earth is about to explode, guess what? I'm exploding with the Earth, because I am not spending my time in an environment that if there's a breach, if there's any kind of failure, that's it. And I don't think it happens quickly. It's not like it's an instant death. Did you see Guardians of the Galaxy?
No.
No? Okay. Well, there's a scene. It was kind of traumatic. It was reminding me of that. But yeah, no. No, I will die here on Earth. I don't fuck with caves.
In the water.
In the water. I'll scuba dive, but I won't go that far. And those scuba divers that are like, oh, let's go into this cave.
Hell
fuck that. No. I'm not getting stuck and running out of oxygen.
I ain't gonna see no shark in there pop out of nowhere. Right, fucking octopus gonna grab your ankle and you done.
No, my God. Yo,
y'all need to live a little.
No, I need to live a lot, and I don't need to die in some horrific way. I mean, what about the guy that got stuck in the cave? The one that when he was a kid, he would go into the caves and he could fit, and he came back home to visit, and he was like, "I'm gonna go in there," not realizing his dumb ass was big, and he got stuck. He got stuck in the cave, and they could not get him out. And basically, all they could do was give him a sedative and wait for him to die. And
A
there's a picture.
sedative. They couldn't just give him an oxygen
They
tank.
couldn't get him out.
They couldn't get him out of the cave. He was so wedged in. He was so wedged in because it got narrower and narrower and narrower, and they couldn't for whatever. They tried. It was like a 2-day thing. They tried to get him out and they couldn't. I think like he slid further down. It was really bad because whoever he was with tried to grab his legs, I believe. So they couldn't get him out. So they gave him a sedative so he would be chill. And then eventually, being stuck like that, he had a heart attack and died. And there's a picture of it on the internet, stuck in this cave. I'm like, what a dumb fucking way to die. Please shoot me. Somebody go on the other side
Ain't nobody shooting
and take
you.
me out. Because there's no
That's crazy.
there was no way that there was like there's nothing we can do. You were stuck down here. And they actually sealed the cave. In his body, that's his tomb.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'll never do is like skiing, like off. I don't know what you call it, but
Cross country skiing.
there was someone who, I guess he was skiing and he fell into. I guess the snow was too deep. He fell into it, and luckily someone else was skiing and he was trained in snow rescue or whatever it's called, and took everything out of him to dig him just like a hole to breathe.
Yeah, right. Because people don't realize snow will suffocate
Yes.
you. Yeah.
And like he had to wait for people to come get him, but he had to dig out his nose and then some of his trunk so that he could breathe to be able to survive for help to come, because there's no way, it's so heavy,
Yeah.
like it's physically impossible for him to dig him all the way out. I'm like, that is
Right. This is wealthy people activity. Because
Yeah.
skiing is not cheap.
no, it's not.
No.
It is not cheap. Shoot, K2, and you can Google this on K2. There are dead bodies
All along the thing,
all
right?
along the trail, frozen. Like you can walk past it, like, yeah, when you get to Mali, they aim them, and there's pictures on the internet of people where they just left their bodies there, and they're in another part of the mountain because they're frozen.
In the mountain.
Man, fuck all that. So yes, do not get in any submarines. Okay, no spaceships. We have no business up in space. We done fucked up Earth. We do not need to be going out in space to fuck up something else. When you get your money, when we get our lots of stupid, ridiculous money, let's make sure that we keep ourselves from doing things that will have us potentially die in a dumb way. That's all I'm saying.
Brandon will be like, I'm gonna go in this cave. Fuck it. I'm like,
No, because I have claustrophobia. So no, you, That the thought of being in a cave and it's dark
Yeah.
and not being able to get out. No,
Yeah.
fuck that. There's nothing in the cave that I need to see, and the cave doesn't need to see me. Rell's going in the caves.
She is.
Or might.
She's gonna have her little lantern.
There's gonna be diamonds
thing.
down there. She gotta get it.
Yep.
She gotta get it.
I'm all
Really?
about the experience.
What's the most adventurous thing you've done?
I don't know.
I'm asking you next, so you think about that. Because you're like, I don't know, and then later on, I went skydiving. No, but
I think like thrill seeking the most is like zip lining.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
zipline.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do like, even though I'm talking all this, like I really do just like regular stuff like snorkeling, zip lining. I don't know.
I did parasailing,
Yeah, I've done that.
but
I went to a monkey forest and they tell you to put everything away because they're attracted to it. My sister tried to tuck in her hand sanitizer into her like fanny pack and it fell out. And a troop of monkeys like started running after her. Luckily, there was like a park ranger there and like fought them off.
Not a troop of monkeys, a pack.
Yes, they were like, and they tell you not to run,
Yeah.
but she's scared, so she's.
oh my god, I would just
Yo.
threw the sanitizer. Here, take it.
But no, they don't care. Like, and it's hooked. I don't think she was thinking fast enough, or because she didn't realize that it fell out. She's like, "Oh, I'm good." And
Nah, one spotted it.
Let
and
me
was
tell
like,
you.
yo, she got it. Let's go.
if you travel with me, like I'm like really like be careful, all that. I tell you to watch out, make sure you have your phones, because if you get hurt on a trip, I'm sorry, baby. Like I hope you have insurance and I hope you have a good time, but I'll check on you when the
Well,
trip is
leaving
over.
you
Said bye.
behind.
Heck yeah,
I don't think
you
that's
need to
the
follow
case.
the rules.
I think, oh no, you didn't care in the situation.
Follow the rules.
No, I think you talk a good game, but if it came down, you be the main one.
But you got to remember too, she don't want to leave you to sit in first class.
Oh yeah.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what you said.
Let's rewind it back. I don't remember saying that.
Man.
Maybe
What's the
you-
situation?
Maybe you thought about doing it. Like, I'm gonna leave your asses back here. If we all had a trip and you was willing to, and you paid for your first class, you'd be like, bye y'all. Y'all can sit in basic.
I'll see y'all when I get there.
See? That's
God
real for you.
damn.
I mean, if I have TSA pre-check, I have to wait for you in the regular line.
Oh no,
I
I'm
ain't
leaving
know about
people.
that.
I will
Okay.
bebop my
So it's
ass to
the
the
same
TSA
thing.
pre. No, it
No,
isn't.
it's not. See?
No, it's not. Did you see that dumb thing Steve Harvey talking about with the if you get a chance, pay a little extra money and fly first class?
I like
saw
that.
I'm like this.
You should. It's an experience. And you
It's
never wanna
not a
go
little
back.
bit of extra money.
For
It's
real,
never.
it's not a little
It's
bit.
never a
That's
little
a
bit of
lot.
extra
Listen,
money.
use Google Flights, okay? You can find a lot of good deals on there.
It's not, but it's not. The point is, it is not a little bit of extra money. You just say a little bit of extra money.
Not always.
1,200 quickly.
You have to finesse it. Because
But
I
it's-
finessed
You're
it.
gonna book it for me.
Okay, I can do that.
Just have Rell book your stuff. She'll finesse it.
Rell will have us in first class underneath the luggage compartments.
No.
Like you're still in the front of the plane. Like you can hear how happy the people up there. You got there, didn't
No.
you? You got there. No.
Listen, I love quality and I love a good deal.
I love quality
real.
too. I just don't appreciate
How expensive it is.
how he put it.
Yes, because it's not just going to happen like that, right?
Right, yeah.
But there are ways that you can get first class deals for a good price. And it is true. It is an experience.
I know it's an experience. I walk past the experience every time I get on the plane and go back to my little, I got a deal seat in the back of the plane.
Have
I
you
get
flown
it.
first class before that?
No, I never have. And I
Okay.
think I don't want to until I can always do it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that's to his point.
Right.
Once you do it, you will never want to fly economy.
Right, but
again.
but it's not like I'm not a driven person. Like, I'm hustling. Like
Mhm.
I'm working to get to it. So I could see if I was a person who was like lethargic and kind of lazy, and then
Mhm.
like that was the experience that would have me be like, ding ding, oh, I think I'm gonna work harder in life so I can fly first class all the fucking time. Look, I travel so little that I'm just happy to be on a fucking plane. Put me on the wing. As long as I'm going somewhere, I am happy.
Yeah.
Now I do have standards. I can't fuck with Frontier or Spirit again, because that was just the last
I
time I flew.
Frontier not too long ago. I was fine.
It's fine. When it's fine, it's fine.
But we were
when,
up front too. We had the leg room.
Yeah,
we
the
were
big front
comfortable.
seats,
Yeah,
yeah.
we were very comfortable.
The first time I flew Spirit, I did the big front seats. And I was like, I don't know what y'all talking about.
This is
Spirit is so
fine.
nice. And then I got a $39 flight because I had to come back home from Texas. Ooh, baby, I should have bought 3. Those seats are so small and so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And there's no
Yes.
space.
And then I was like, I will pay $1,000 to not fly back. I do not, but $39 round trip. How could I
no,
beat
you
that?
can take that. No, you be in a small ass seat. I can be uncomfortable. I don't have a if the
No, I
price is
can't.
right at $39, what can you really complain about?
I mean, what are you expecting at $39?
30 exactly.
You have to expect that you're not going to be at the. You're gonna
I
be
didn't know.
uncomfortable.
And I was like, oh, it's just a quick trip because I was only staying for literally like 24 hours. So,
Yeah. No, but I
don't
mean,
do it.
yeah, like I just look, man, I get it. I get the first class experience. It's just incredibly dope. You can just tell by the wide ass pleather leather seats. Like, yes, it's gonna be something special.
You get a
And then they
drink before
close the curtain.
takeoff. You get a little snack before takeoff while everybody's there. And then
Uh-huh.
it's nice.
I heard they don't even make you bring your seats up when you're landing and stuff. Yeah.
You saw
I
that
don't know.
TikTok
Yeah,
video?
yeah, that's yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, it's like that.
And you can put
Like,
your
she
seat
woke
down
me
to
up
bed.
to give me my drink and my snacks.
Yeah, I had that
Having
happen to me
entrees and shit.
before.
Mhm.
Like I fell asleep and I was hungry and my mouth was dry and that car had passed me.
Mhm.
I woke up to the smell of chips and food. I'm looking at these motherfuckers next to me
I
like,
surely been like, zing, zing.
oh, I'm not the ding ding guy.
I would
should've
have if
been.
your
I
mouth was
would.
dry. But that is why I always buy a drink before I get on the plane from one of the stores there
Oh,
after
man.
TSA.
Mhm.
I'm like, y'all didn't even bother to nudge me. You didn't.
No.
Like, you didn't think I wanted my little half a can of
You ain't
soda
paid
in
for
my
that
thing.
experience.
Clearly, yo, ugh. But no, it's not a little bit of extra money to fly first class, and I'm gonna need for him to shut the fuck up. Motivate people another way, because first class is
Steve Harvey irritates your soul.
Yeah, he does.
he does because he means well, but he just says dumb things. Like his ideas are solid. Like I get what he's saying, but it's like, yo, just bro, slow down. Just
Trying to inspire people.
all right, well, whatever, yo.
Let's get to these memes.
She's like, I'm ready for these memes, son.
So for Memeology, of course, because I feel like this doesn't pertain to a Gemini. I just feel like this pertains to anyone who goes into an office or anyone who's
You
working.
are a Gemini, aren't you?
I very well am. Yeah.
God,
Does that explain a lot for you now?
it does. It like all makes sense, and now
It took you this long for you to realize that?
yeah.
We
Well, I
talk
didn't have
about
much Gemini experience until Mr. West. Like I never paid attention to it, but now I did get. What is the Gemini date range? Birth date range? What is the
I think it's May 20th
May 20th?
to
Right?
June 20th.
Oh, that wow. Because I had a whole relationship with somebody that was a Gemini. I didn't even realize it. And now it all makes sense now.
Because my PO, her birthday is June 10th, and she's a Gemini.
Yeah.
And mine's May 23rd.
Yeah, your house is mad crazy. When y'all are out of sync.
Yeah, when me and another Gemini are out of sync, it's out of sync. We'll be like, something's going on. What's going on?
All right. Well, let's get into these memes. We're gonna teach y'all some lessons about memes through memes. That's what I meant to say.
This one says Gemini's at work trying to decide if they should reply to someone's stupid question seriously or sarcastically.
Huh.
And I feel like that's not a Gemini trait. That could be, but I feel like that's anyone who works and receives a dumbass question in an email. Rell, what you think?
I agree. Like,
I feel as though people we're just in this period of time where everybody is just assigning all their toxic behaviors to their astrological signs. It doesn't,
That's why I said this doesn't pertain to just Gemini.
It pertains to everybody, man.
I thought this was hilarious. Yeah. Okay, babe, I want to try that ice cream place. You want to try everything but fixing your attitude.
ooh.
God damn.
Real quick.
I was like, oh, that meme is
That's
a little straight to the point, huh?
what is
You're harboring some animosity.
some unresolved issues.
Right.
What's going yo?
Like, what did they do to you?
They just want some ice cream. What's going on?
You want to try everything but that thing. So would that be more likely coming from a female or from a male?
The first part would be female, and the bottom part would be from the male.
Yeah. Yeah. Even though I kind of see it as reverse. I could see me being innocent, like, I really want to try some ice cream. And then she being like, yo.
I can see it both ways, too.
Yeah. Heavy. Real heavy. I don't think most men would be ballsy enough. If you had an attitude-laden woman, you'd be ballsy enough to say that, unless you were just totally over the relationship. And you're like, I'm just about to set this bitch on fire.
It's your attitude, damn it.
Okay.
Y'all be riding them bikes in the street like I don't got to look up the next song.
Dang.
I thought that was funny.
That's funny because in the summertime, like even on the way here, they were on like four-wheelers in the street and bikes.
Yeah, they really it's the end of days. We're at the end of days, man. The recklessness, man. No, man, Jazz, I'm telling you, as a person that's out in the streets a lot of time, like I see crazy things. I'm like, y'all don't understand how you are really risking life and limb, because when it's all said and done, you're going to die. Like, if somebody hits you, you're the one that's going to be taken out.
No.
You ain't got your helmet on either.
You're right. No, they didn't have helmets.
They don't have helmets.
No.
They just be out there reckless.
They have no helmets, but with masks on to protect their identity.
But not your brain.
Right.
Well,
I hate when people think they slick because now I have to show you I do oil changes.
That's so corny.
that sounds like a dad joke.
Can men please stop trying to be influencers? We need electricians and mechanics. I'm begging you.
Oh my gosh, we do need electricians, mechanics, plumbers,
AC people.
Yeah, HVAC people. Yo, for real. Yeah, we need all the trades. We really do need that, and plus half the people that are influencing are just bullshit anyway.
And I feel like all the electricians, mechanics, plumbers, like they're all a lot older. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
I was about to say, like, I wonder what the statistics are for trades now. Like with this new generation, how many of this generation are going into a trade?
Unless you're trying to take over the family business, and then even that, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But I think the good news is there's so much information on like YouTube and on how to do a lot of things that I fix my furnace off of YouTube. There's a lot of shit I've done just been like, all right, well, how do I do it? And there's somebody on there that's like, this is how you do it. And then the availability to parts and things, like the internet is an equalizer, whereas 20 years ago you were just risking life and limb. Like you needed to do something, trying to figure it out on your own. So but yeah.
You got to train your mind to be stronger than your emotions, or else you'll lose yourself every time.
Big facts. How are we doing with that, Jazz?
I do very well. Okay, I do very well because I could be ending a lot of people's.
Look, the fact that you even think about it like that.
Right.
The fact is, I could destroy you, but I won't.
So be grateful that I didn't say anything.
All right.
Or hit you in the gut.
Damn. See? You just had to take it. You was there and you just slipped.
I always have to take it there.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Why
need for you
not?
to be on a healing journey.
I am healed. I'm
She's not
fine
doing
over
this stuff,
here.
okay?
I'm just letting y'all, I'm letting you know. We ain't
All
for the
right.
BS.
All right then.
Next. Stop being so understanding. It's making you look over the disrespect.
Yeah, that's me.
I thought about you when I read it.
Yep.
It's give and take, though. I mean, I don't know.
Listen, man, I'm at such peace in life. I couldn't care less. I could care less. Yeah, you could care less. No, I couldn't care less.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you know? It's like, all right, you got that. I'm listening to a great podcast about the brain by, in fact, it's called Inner Cosmos. And this dude is breaking so much stuff down about how our brains work and our personalities and things like that. It makes every episode I'm even more understanding of people and their bullshit because it's like it's their brains. They can't help it. It's just how they're wired. I highly recommend it. I really highly recommend it.
I just think for this, though, that I don't know. I'm just like in the spaces, like, don't change who you are. Like, if you're a nice person, continue to be a nice person.
Yes,
but
we need those.
just choose, who to, like, if this person doesn't deserve your kindness,
Don't
give
give
it
to
to someone,
Well, I think it comes down to if you care. Like, it's one thing, like, I'm kind to people when I want to be. Like, I'm not kind when I don't want to be. But it just so happens that 99.9% of the world, I feel okay with being kind towards, whether or not like it might look like I'm being disrespected because I couldn't care less. I'm like, all right, whatever, I'm moving on. I think the problem is when you're kind to people and they're hurting you and you're still being kind, like you're thinking that, well, if I'm kind long enough, they're gonna come around. That's problematic.
Correct.
Yeah. So.
And that's where I think this comes
coming
in,
from,
where
yeah.
it's you're so understanding that you're missing the point of they're still going to treat you that way.
Right, but I feel like if you're understanding, like when you're understanding, then you're not faking the kindness because you understand.
Well, think of it as like, so when I read this, I read it in different ways because like there's, who's around you, who's taking advantage of you. And then there's when you're in a relationship because there's people who will treat you like shit all the time, but you're so understanding because of their upbringing and you're using their upbringing and their past experiences to understand and accept the disrespect. When in all reality, no, what they're doing is wrong and you need to.
That's how I took it. I feel like it's like you're giving excuses.
Correct.
For people's actions all the time.
Right. But I'm wondering, not wondering, but if it doesn't bother you. Like if the treatment doesn't bother you, what does it matter? If it bothers you and you're still sucking it up because you're understanding, like, then I get that part. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it gets to a point where you can't always say, oh, well, this is how they were brought up.
Well, when you get to that point, then that means it's starting to bother you. Now you got to spring into action.
Yeah.
I guess I deal with a whole lot of people that if I wasn't an understanding person, boy, I'd probably be in jail because it'd be wilding, man. Wilding. All right, next one.
My toxic trait is I assume people have common sense and I get mad when they don't. I deal with this at work all the time and it is so frustrating.
I just have one word, patience. And like I know that I have a lot of patience and that's the only thing that makes me not get mad.
Really? Your employees be putting you through it?
Yeah. Just be like,
yeah, common sense is not
so common.
It's not common sense.
It becomes so frustrating. Like how are you that dense that you just don't know?
They're distracted. I had a lady today. She waited for me to get to her. She was standing at the address, but it was traffic because of construction. And it took me 5 minutes to get to her, to inch to her. And I'm like, so at no given point in time, as you watch my little icon on your phone inch,
did she walk up?
Did you just decide like, well, let me walk to the car so then that way we won't block traffic with me getting in the car? So I get to her and she gets in. And I'm like, you really could have just walked to the car because we're kind of blocking traffic. She was like, oh, I can do that. I'm like, yeah, you can do that.
She thought you had to wait for you to come up.
Right. And then she said, yeah, it's been frustrating because all this construction, because last week I got, I had to cancel a ride and it was me. I remember they had blocked everything off. I could not get any closer than a block to her. And she canceled the ride because I couldn't get directly thing. I'm like, bitch, you could have walked. Like, it's clear no car is going to be able to get to your front door.
Right.
So what are you doing? But she was dense. She had no
Did she have stuff
sense.
with her?
Huh?
Did she have stuff with her?
No.
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 Like, they don't understand. Like, wherever you are is where they can go. So if he can't meet you there, he could just meet you up the block. It's not that hard.
It's not hard.
I'm trying to help her out.
Rell, man, there's people with big ass suitcases I've seen walking down the street like, here I come.
Yeah, but that's what I was thinking is because like when I was traveling, we were being picked up from the train station. We used Uber and there was traffic, but like the road is long. And like the guy was at the end of the street. I'm like, I'm not hauling all these suitcases up the street. Like, just come down to where my pickup point is.
Well, if you have to see in a case like that, even with her, I had to pass her anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like it's dumb because traffic's backed up. There's a light there. I had to pull in. Like I was slowing up traffic. There was a bus behind me. So it was a tight street. She made it way more complicated than it needed to be. If she just walked down to me and got in the car, then when it was time for us to go, we could have went instead of adding to the traffic jam.
Yeah.
So in your case, like if the person has to pass by you and you have a lot of suitcases, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can avoid traffic, like if you would walk down to them and then it's like, yo, we can bang a left and miss all this traffic.
Right.
You better get your ass
Even
walking.
if you know like like if you know the area, right? Like I've walked across the street because I'm like, oh no, I don't want him to make a U-turn because then we have to go all the way down there
People
instead
don't do
of
that shit. No.
keep going straight.
They see me coming north and they on the south side
And they
for
stay
miles, and I get so mad. I'm like, you really put me in danger because your dumbass couldn't cross the street there's a crosswalk right there and a light. So fucking
I'll do that.
stupid. Oh, all right. What's the next? So, what's the next one? Because I'm getting my feelings now.
All right, next one. A week ago, my mother-in-law began reading The Exorcist.
Oh, shit.
She said it was the most evil book she's ever read. So evil, in fact, she couldn't finish it. Took it over to the beach and threw it in the ocean off a fishing pier. I went and bought another copy, ran the faucet over it, and left it in the night table drawer by her bed. I'm going to hell.
That is terrible.
Oh man.
But I would do that.
Would you?
Yes, I love playing pranks on people.
Oh,
Can you
God.
imagine?
I can't.
Oh my gosh.
No, that would fuck
I would
me up.
love to see the reaction.
Yes.
Can you imagine opening a drawer? Like, her heart would probably stop right there.
Absolutely.
Like, bitch, finish me.
Oh
Like,
man.
that's exactly what that book is saying.
Oh, man.
That is hilarious.
You ever seen the movie?
No,
Exorcist?
I have not seen it.
I've never seen it either.
I think it's a movie that fucked my dad up. Like I think it's one of the ones he was in. So I'm like, yeah, I've never seen the movie. 'Cause my dad, if it fucked him up, then I don't.
What part fucked him up when her body was like?
I think the
turning and
whole
she went in
thing.
the back
'Cause
bin?
I think because it was
on a true
based on
thing.
his true story. Like, and so there's a certain imagery that is just it will fuck you up. So, and I think that was the case for him. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll put that on the movie night thing. We'll watch the original Exorcist.
I don't watch any movies before 2005.
What? Stop playing. Oh, you don't know what you're missing.
You don't watch none of Disney movies?
Okay, if it's cartoon, yeah, but like,
Even regular movies?
Some
Wow,
of the
there's
best
some
movies.
good movies
some
way before 2005.
great movies. Great. Iconic.
like,
Can't think off the top of my head, but yeah, there are some movies.
You know
okay,
what?
I'll give 2000.
Nah.
No,
like,
even then.
so even the
I
other
just
day,
don't like old movies.
like the other day I was watching Revenge of the Nerds.
No,
No,
No?
no.
Never
give
it's
me
great.
something else.
Because I just now realize at my old dumb age, I'm like, oh, they're talking about racism. Like, oh, because I'm slow. But no,
Because I'm slow.
Yo, National Lampoon's Family Vacation.
No,
You
Clark
ever seen Dirty
Griswold.
Dancing?
I've seen Dirty. Okay, I do like
Right.
that.
Roadhouse.
No,
No.
Brandon, you too far back. We
But
weren't
you got to
there.
watch. Yo, come on, man. Stop. You're
You're
killing
not
me.
picking
House
any of the
Party.
movies for movie night.
House Party.
I've never seen that.
What year did that come out? I think I was born when it came out.
Look, that's neither here nor there.
Yes, it is. That's why we haven't seen
1988,
it.
1987, 98,
I wasn't
88.
even born.
But it's a classic movie.
I hear you.
It is so. Come on.
There
man.
are some old movies that you.
I
should
have
watch.
seen old movies, but if I get to pick the movie, it's not going to
Grease?
be. I've seen Grease. I'm not saying I've never seen old movies. I'm just saying I
She
am
would
not
prefer
going to
not to.
choose.
I'm
watch a
hurt,
movie.
man.
Next.
I'm hurt.
Do you
I
watch
was-
movies from the 30s?
No, but that's different.
Is it?
I would say at least from like what, 70s and up,
It's all the
60s
same.
and up.
Like
I would say probably there.
When did Dirty Dancing come out?
85. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'm not watching any movies.
No, you know what it
before-
is. So, and I think the point you're going to make. So it's like there from the 70s on, culture hasn't changed so that much
Mm-hmm.
in terms of like you can watch it and it's relatable to a certain extent. Like it's like
Yeah, even the TV shows.
The TV
from back
shows.
then.
Yeah, like there's things that's like, wow, they don't have no technology or whatever. But the topics, how they talk, how they speak, I should say, all those things are pretty close to what it is now. But when you get to like the 20s and the 30s and the 40s, they're like, saying I'm a monster. It's like, wow, like my grandparents didn't speak like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what it is. We have family members, older family members that represent or look like what you would see in those movies from the 70s on. The 30s, no.
Yeah, no, not the 30s.
No, not so much. Oh man, I'm gonna see. Yeah, okay. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some movie nights. We're gonna make you watch some shit, and you're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh your ass off because the movies were funny and they were inappropriate because people weren't sensitive.
I don't like funny movies. I like things that make me cry.
You don't like
and
funny
things that
movies?
blow up.
Did you see Purple? The Color Purple?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I feel like I've seen like the classics,
I feel like I've seen that in
but
school.
I'm not gonna go out of my way to watch old new. Like it's just not my thing.
That makes sense.
All right, I'm gonna let you live.
Mm-hmm.
Got another one ready?
Okay.
When I broke up with my high school boyfriend, my 10-year-old brother walked in on me crying and asked what was wrong. I told him, and he proceeded to log onto Minecraft, join my ex's party, and go set their town on fire. A family of psychos.
Wow. I love it.
I love it.
My nephew plays Minecraft and my niece does, and like I've seen them like trying to
It
put
gets
out the
real.
fire on Minecraft. So now I'm like, who said someone set your shit on fire?
This would happen.
Yo.
Wow.
That is a ride or die. He did what he could do.
Yes.
He was like, something's got to be done.
And I'm going to burn this bitch
Right.
down.
You hurt my sister's feelings.
And now I'm
Don't
going to
worry,
jail
I'm gonna take
for
care.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take care of
it.
you.
I
Good
love
job,
that.
little bro.
Go ahead, bro.
Damn. Huh.
Stop asking, do my dog bite? I don't know. I know it don't bite me.
Yo, that's the dumbest question people ask.
Does he bite?
The,
Find out. Come find out. Let's see.
the motherfucker got a mouth with teeth in it. He bites. give the rights in this situation. He will bite your ass. Okay. So.
Yup, for real. He just know not to bite me.
Right. Oh my gosh.
I like this one. You gotta let me defrost when I wake up because I'll be mad the first few minutes.
Oh,
That's me.
Really?
So cranky in the morning. I need my coffee. I need my breakfast. Then I'm good. Don't ask me nothing. Until I'm done.
Really?
I'm not a morning person,
Me neither.
I'm not.
and I don't like waking people up because I'm like, if I wake you, I'm like, hey, Brandon. Like I'm really
That's
light
a
on
nice-
it because
yeah, that's how he should be woken up.
yeah, I know, but I like to give people their space because I want my space when I wake up. Yeah.
No, I
don't
don't
talk for
flashbacks
like
to my
10
mom
minutes.
waking me up and just being they were ignorant with it. It's like this is a violent way to start the day. Come barging around, get out, right? Like,
Oh,
now
set
maybe
the tone all wrong.
I know maybe it was because she tried earlier and it just wasn't like I didn't get up or whatever. But I just know it's like the rest of the day I was in a bad mood. Like what? Nobody wants to be woken up like that.
Word. It's like being woken up that way and then going to bed. Like I read something about like for your kids. Like if you wake up your kids and you start their day and you're yelling at them and all that stuff, they're not. How do you expect for them to have a good day in class when they've been yelled at all day? And then when it's bedtime, why like you're yelling at your kids and then you wonder why they can't go to sleep.
So sleep is not a
So
good
sleep is not
association.
right. So then it's it's a whole big thing. So it's just like wow, yeah, you got to keep that in mind too, because they end up nervous or
Right.
grinding their teeth and it's just a lot.
Anxiety, man.
Yeah.
We got to unlearn a lot of toxic shit. There's a lot of toxic behaviors and things that that happen. And it's sad because when you say something like that, then there's always someone that's like, oh, these kids are making them soft. They got to be tough. And it's like, no, you're going to make them into psychos.
Right.
Yeah. No.
Shit. That's why so many motherfuckers is on antidepressants now because of that whole
At
mentality.
a young age too. Like my little one, she's just a sweetheart. She's very loving. She loves to help. She loves to do all that. But then she's a kid, so she's gonna do things that I'm gonna be like, yo, like I gotta check you for it. But at the end of the day, if I realize or if I raised my voice at her, or if I said something, I always tell her like I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. Like I can say I'm sorry to my 7-year-old. And you look at other parents, and it's just like you are in the wrong. You're not always right. You're an adult, but you do wrong things. You have to teach. Your kids won't apologize to other kids if you don't apologize to them. To show them,
Accountability. It's all about
right?
taking
Like
accountability.
it's all about that because there's gonna be days that you're gonna have a bad day and you're gonna take it out on your kid, and they don't know.
And you have to respect your children because if you don't teach them that you can respect them, they're not gonna either one stand up and know how other people should treat them
Facts.
and how to treat other people.
It's a lot. It's a lot to just keep in mind with everything that's going on.
God bless you.
I know.
Yeah.
But we doing it, man. We doing it. She
doing it.
rocking
You doing
out.
it, girl. You got
Doing
that.
She rocking out. We got her back in flag football. She about to be a beast all over
good.
again.
Rell and I keeping the pull-out game tight,
Mhm.
right?
Facts.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Because I only got one.
Me too.
There's only one, okay? Let's
Are you one and done?
I'm one and done. I'm done.
Every time I've known somebody that said they one and done, they always end up being 2 and through.
You know why? Because they end up having it right after. It's been 7 years. No, thank you.
I know somebody. There's about a 15-year gap.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Because me and my sibling are 10 years apart, and I just wish we were a little bit closer
Mm.
in years. I wouldn't want to put her through that. And plus, she has a sibling, so I'm good.
Yeah.
She got enough siblings. She's good.
Well,
Not over here.
no.
I'm trying to party. Bye. See you when I see you.
Oh my goodness gracious, man. Jeez, those were great memes. Those memes are all sponsored in part by J Figs,
Try.
Just Slim, because
try.
Rell and I was.
They don't need to know all that, Brandon.
No, I think I want you to have the credit.
No, it's good.
No,
Okay.
I want you to have the credit.
I'll say mine next time.
Well, you know what? I've realized that you're not big on social media like that, so you're not. It's not like you're on there to see the memes. All my memes lately have been all inspirational, personal growth shit. Like
Yeah,
mine
but
would.
that's still
That's so
important to
good.
have.
Yeah.
I know, but I want to have fun today.
We can have different personality memologies.
Yeah.
It's like, you know.
Mine are all like sarcasm.
It shows
crazy
their
shit.
personality because it's all what we think are funny or
Well, it wasn't
what we
funny.
like.
It's all stuff. It's just like shedding toxic people. How do you know they're toxic?
okay.
Like-
So you and I will combine ours so that we can have some funny sprinkled in there.
Yeah.
I found
no,
some
man.
wild stories. You want to save that for another time?
Wild stories. What happened?
From 6 Brown Chicks.
Oh, I want to hear that. Come on, because you'll forget. We always say that shit. Like, we'll save it for
Yeah.
next time. And then next time, I'm like, yo, you remember when you said, you like, God damn it, I can't remember.
They all in my phone. All right, ready?
All right.
My cousin came out last year, but we always knew she was lesbian. At my mom's birthday party, she hit on my wife nonstop. My wife giggled, but I knew she didn't like it. I confronted my cousin, me. Back off. She don't like clit. She likes the peen, okay? Cousin showed pics on her phone. You recognize this pussy? That's my mouth on it. It was my wife. Wife says it happened just a few times. Cousin said it happened every Thursday for a year. And that it's my fault because I don't give my wife oral foreplay. I told her real men never do that. My uncles were outraged. Huge argument. My entire family knows wife cheated with a woman and that I don't eat cat. Advice.
That just got worse and worse.
Oh
worse.
my gosh.
Well,
I mean, there's really
wow.
not
What do you do? What do you do? You can close that.
Oh, okay.
What do you do?
Like your whole business is in front of the entire family, bro.
And you found out that your wife cheated.
Well, so
And-
I think there's lessons to be learned here.
Of course, there's lessons to be learned, but
What
they don't see it
lessons-
that way.
What lessons do you think could you pull out of this particular situation?
I mean, you should know that what your wife like that you're not doing, and how to
Please
figure-
her.
Yeah, you're not pleasing her correctly. She out here lying to you, so she clearly don't care for you. 'Cause she been doing it for a minute, and then your family ain't shit because it's shit. Who is it? Your cousin. Your cousin fucking your wife.
Okay. Rell, do you have any?
That was her cousin or cousin's wife.
Cousin showed pics on her phone. Recognize this cat? That's my mouth on it. It was my wife on her.
the arrogance, the audacity to do it and then share it, like the
Yeah, that's terrible though.
That part.
no-
Yeah.
You know, if she punched her in the face, I wouldn't been.
Yeah.
Fine.
And why are you? I don't like that. Those things are private things, and then you just explode. Like
Yeah.
Yo, I feel like the lesson for me is that anytime somebody is so bold to flirt with your significant, with your in front of you, with your significant other
trying to tell you something?
repeatedly, that shit's already popping off. That's not a
And she giggled. So when you see her response as well, like nonstop, my wife giggled, but I knew she didn't like it.
no. She loved that shit.
Like
And
how
the fact
she
that
giggled.
you all still showing up, well, your family, but
Nah, somebody has or if they're bold enough to flirt with your significant other in front of you,
Yeah, that's just
that's just out of
disrespectful.
control. You might as well just go ahead and let that off. Like
yeah.
and they don't, and your significant other doesn't stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I've been that guy. I've been the guy to flirt. Like, and when I'm in that moment, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about you, your relationship. I want what I want. That's the energy that go. Think about it. If you're gonna flirt with somebody in front of their significant other,
Yeah, that's true. Because you already know.
you're just like, yo, you want it so bad. You're like, yeah.
You're gonna risk it all.
Right.
You're risking it all.
I am risking it all. Like, fuck you. I'm getting that. Yeah. So, no, somebody.
The setup.
You gonna shut up?
I said the setup.
I thought she said I'm gonna shut up too.
Right.
Wait.
Come on, no, do tell.
Get the tea.
No, my God. Seriously.
I got another one.
Okay.
Renee, my girlfriend of 4 years, told the cops that my drugs were hers. She did time for me. I thought the judge would be lenient because she didn't have a record. Nope. She received 2 years in prison and lost her job. I visited her twice, but the ride to the prison was too long and I met someone else. I don't accept her prison calls, but I reply to her letters. She's getting released in August and expects to come back to her apartment. The landlord let me renew the lease in my name due to the circumstances, and I've been paying rent. But my new girlfriend is pregnant and stays with me. I told my girlfriend that Renee died when we first hooked up, so she's been wearing Renee's clothes as well. How to fix things with my girlfriend when Renee returns. How to gently let Renee know she's been replaced and her apartment is mine.
Why are you wearing a dead person's clothes?
Why didn't you just get rid of them? She probably don't know that she's wearing her clothes.
No,
Whose clothes are they?
The girl
The
in
ex
jail.
who's in jail.
I know, but whose do you think they are?
That's a great question. That's
She's
a
probably
valid
that
question.
stupid that she don't even care.
Oh no, girl.
No, she's
That's
probably,
the biggest thing wrong with this.
He's probably dicking. Look, come on, let's think about this. Let's think about this like analytically, right? He must be putting shit down to make it to be so good that
She took the drugs.
she would take
Took the
the
hit.
charge for him, and then he get with another girl, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna wear these clothes. I'm going." Yo, this dude is he's a problem. He is a problem. Can you imagine?
They're digmatized.
Yes.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
You've never been digmatized the way he digmatizes people.
They need to get a hobby or something because I'm not wearing no dead person's clothes like that.
Hell no.
Look, they probably nice clothes.
No.
He's
And
a
you
drug
live in
dealer,
her house? Oh,
but he's
no.
a drug dealer. It's nice clothes. He probably hooked her up with very nice clothes. But
Where you get that person? Well, girl, I don't know. It's my man's days, girls. Clothes.
She probably don't even know that detail though.
Whose clothes are they? He knows that she died.
he might have been like,
stuff.
he might have been like, I bought you something. I got you something nice, baby.
Yeah, it's all in the closet. I hung it up for you.
I'm so dead.
They're already placed in the closet for you.
Listen,
Put a fake ass bow on each one. There you go.
He would hand her the garment. She's like, yo, who's this? This looks used. Yo, bend over, baby. Okay.
No.
Change the subject
No.
every time.
No.
They're digmatized.
You're toxic.
That is very.
I'm toxic?
Yeah.
No, I'm fun.
You have it all planned out.
I'm just imagining. Look, man, I've just been doing a lot of screenwriting, and so these things are just in my head to be put out. But I'm just, can you imagine? I just can only imagine that. I mean, I know the change in women that I've dealt with that when I put it down, like how generous they became and how like just whatever because they were digmatized. So you have to, fellas, you gotta be careful because that can backfire. That can backfire really, really bad, really, really bad. But yeah, he got a girl to take it. She took a charge for him. He probably didn't even ask her to.
Nope, probably not.
She a ride or die.
She's ride or die.
With nothing to come home to.
Terrible.
You don't even have your clothes no more.
You got
No
nothing to
You
your
got
name.
the outfit that you went in with, that you coming out with. That's it.
That's a shame.
No apartment.
No apartment.
No relationship.
No clothes.
He's not even holding her
No
down
man.
just by basic
even.
communication.
Right. No, well, he sends her letters, but that's it.
No phone calls. Like
Nothing.
He
he's
didn't even mention if he puts money on her
on her
Commissary.
books. Yo, he's a
He's a dick.
demon. He is a demon.
Mm.
He really is a demon. Let's see, because I did have something that was interesting to discuss. I think. So which is worse?
Oh shit.
Having a person you just had sex with stay that you really want to leave, or having a person who you just had sex with you want to stay and they leave. So you want them to stay, but they're leaving. So which is the worst? What's the worst?
The first one, someone that you just had sex with and you want them to leave.
And they stay.
Yeah.
that's the worst.
Like you're in my space and
Yo, get the fuck out of here.
yeah.
No, it's a toss up for me.
No, you have someone unwanted in your space. You want them to go. There's more chances that you can get the person who left to come back.
All right.
Like if I want you to stay, but you have to go, I'll have a better understanding. Like, all
Right.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'll see you whenever. But I want you to get the fuck out, and you still here,
Right.
bruh. Now I'm gonna fight you.
The first one.
All right.
While you were the opposite.
I've been in that situation where I wanted them to stay, and they were like,
Of course you were, Brandon. Of course you were.
The bed felt so empty after the fact.
I
I'm like,
cannot.
just feeling to the side, like, no.
Where are you? Where did you go? While me and Rell, like, thank God.
Yeah, but that
Saying
feeling,
to myself.
Yeah.
but that feeling of somebody leaving that you want to leave is a great one when you don't even have to have the conversation.
Yeah.
Because I've had that. It's like, oh shit, they get it. They getting up.
I'm
Like,
like, what time you gotta be at work? Oh.
nah, they usually do the, like, you know, you finish and they get up to go use the bathroom, and then when they come back, they're dressed. It's like, oh shit, let me slow clap for you.
Yo.
Because you know what it
I
is.
don't think I've ever experienced that one, but yeah.
All right, so here's the twist on this, right? So you are the person who wanted to stay, and the person pretty much asked you to leave. Your feelings are hurt, but they gave you the greatest sexual experience of your life. So good that it's 2 hours later and you're still feeling good and tingly from the things they did to you. Are you coming back for more, or is it a dub?
They told you to leave?
Yeah, they basically was like, all right, you gotta go.
Was it
'Cause it's out the thing.
disrespectful? Or was it just like, I'll see you
we
later?
need context.
Yeah.
No, the only context you have is that shit was amazing.
And they were like, I gotta work. See you later.
Would you return for more if the opportunity presented itself?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably, yeah. As long as
I
you're
need
not-
more context.
Right, like you're not
Like,
gonna
really
tell me be like,
disrespectful.
all right, well, you gotta go. Like,
Right.
But you
well,
wanted
that
to
turns
stay,
the whole
right?
mood. That switches the whole mood
Right.
at that point.
Yeah.
Like, all
Okay.
right, whatever.
Okay.
But if still feeling tingly 2 hours later, I'm like, nah, bro. Like, I'm probably working, doing some other shit. I ain't thinking about you right now.
Even though you're feeling tingly too, I'm saying that's the context.
That's the context.
like
I
that
will
was
look
the
forward
basic
to
say.
seeing him again.
Yeah.
But they were kind of disrespectful with kicking you out.
Then no, because that's
No.
just a turn off.
Right.
I wouldn't want to give you me
Mhm.
again.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
You guys are so upstanding. I respect.
But like,
Don't you
no,
go,
I'm here for a good time. Yeah, if he
Mm-mm,
texts me,
that's
I'll be
not
right
great.
there. No.
Mm-mm.
Didn't we see the understanding part? Whatever it said from the meme.
Let me.
The meme with
The
the
understanding.
don't be so understanding.
I'm not
that
that
you dismiss the
understanding.
disrespect.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, nah. You're not gonna disrespect me and think I'm gonna come back. The fuck?
Well, doesn't sound like you can be digmatized, and I'm very impressed.
No, because that happened before. Not that situation. I've been digmatized once. Never again. Never again.
No.
Never again.
What happened when you were digmatized? What happened?
That I let things just go by,
Mm,
and then at one point I was like, nope, this ain't happening.
yeah.
Man, them
That was
endorphins are a motherfucker though. They will have you high on some shit though. That's the problem. It's like drugs. Like, man.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you've had whack situations after or before that. Like if you've had bad sex with people and you find
You're
somebody
like,
that you
"Ugh."
Yeah.
Oh, why? Not going back, damn it.
This is the last time.
Nope.
This is the last time.
You got Trey songs in your head and
Yeah.
shit. Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, I got what's that song?
Last
the
time?
last time I was
Yep.
about to sing it because it's in my head. Yeah, this is the last time.
Name of the episode. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is the last time.
This is the last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two ladies, two love. You in the
Bro,
day,
you ever
you
been
at night.
digmatized?
I feel
We're
like she.
talking about this.
Bro! Yes. You don't gotta go in detail. Just have you yes or no.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Just the one.
Yeah, one time.
Yeah. You learn quick. You learn quick. This ain't never happening again.
Really? It's
Mhm.
scary, isn't it?
It's
I wouldn't say
exciting.
It's scary.
And toxic.
It's so toxic. You're like, all right, I gotta stop this shit. It's just too toxic. This can't happen no more.
Make you run away, grabbing your crotch. Like no.
All right, Brandon.
You're
this is
grabbing your crotch, Brandon.
Yeah.
so extra.
I just had the visual
No.
of that. No, man. That. It's just, I just thought about the whole like you just want them to stay. Like, oh, this was really good. It's just like, man, I gotta go. I got an early morning. Bitch, it's Sunday tomorrow. Where you got to go?
to shoot this podcast. Mm.
But you don't go till 6:30.
I know.
Mind your business.
I'm making breakfast. I got Pop Tarts.
I'll take it to go. No problem.
All right, let's wrap this up. Man,
That
it's
was
great
fun.
to be back. It's
I feel like
It
this
is.
episode is just very like chill,
Mhm.
catching up,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll do shot o'clock next time.
Oh yeah, totally forgot
See,
that.
we were so,
Yeah. We're excited to see each other,
we were
guys.
so.
So excited.
But yeah, make sure you check us out on all the social media platforms at the Culture Misfits podcast, and you can find me at justslim.j. Rell, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Rell Traveling.
Not on the spill, not on threads. We're not doing spill or threads or.
What's that?
Now you know damn well. Another day, another day.
All
Brandon, where
right.
can we find you?
You can find me on Threads and Spill and Instagram at djsilk, TikTok djsilk12. You can find me on mixcloud.com
Just Google
djsilk12. Yeah,
Just
man,
Google
The link
DJ
tree.
Silk, and he'll be there.
What's it?
I can't make any more. I'm not gonna make older jokes with you anymore because you're hip. And I'm
not hip. You. Well, listen. Even if you're not going to use those apps, you
Mhm.
should go ahead
And just take
and
the
grab
names.
your screen name and use username just in case. I don't
Mhm.
make it home tonight. Wanna make love home to the
There you
night.
go.
I can't remember the damn fucking words
I don't know the song.
for the last
Oh,
time.
the song.
Jaheim, he lost me when he became a Trump supporter. Anyway.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Good night, y'all. Bye.
Yeah, bye. Yay.